Now, we're going to law. We'll go to law that will guide us under Law 5, powers and duties of the referees. And then I'm going straight into the law because I have the book with me, and I believe they will put the page up there. Under Law 5, powers and duties, we'll go to disciplinary action. It says, punishes the more serious offense in terms of sanction, restart, physical severity. I'm sure Coach Steve will explain this one. Physical severity and tactical impact. When more than one offense occurs at the same time. The guidance we get as referees is that when two offenses happen at the same time, the referee must punish the more serious offense. So now in this case, the more serious offense is the goal is scored. Now when we go to law number 10, it says, provided the team scoring the goal have not committed any offense. So the team scoring a goal has committed an offense. So now that's where the impact now comes in to say, the one that scored the goals is the one that has more impact than the one who's defending.
So basically, and I'm just trying to get my understanding here. You're saying there's two players.
Yes.
They are both committing an offense.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But simply because Hakimi has been overpowered by my offense, so therefore I'm to be punished.
They are all wrong. So now that they are all wrong, which one is more? The one that is more is a goal is scored. Now we come back to another law that says when you score a goal, you cannot commit any other offense. So now, Sek here has committed an offense by pushing. So now that's where the more serious offense comes in, which is more in terms of he scored a goal. So if the goal was not scored, a referee will have said, okay, play on, or he decided which one is more. But in this case, a goal is scored. So the more serious one, in terms of impact, is the one that has a goal.
So that was the correct decision.
Very difficult. I would have expected one to have VAR reviewing that incident, because I think it's very subjective to say Hakimi was overpowered. You know, because if you see both of them, the hands are extended. You know, but then again, you punish an offensive player, you know. But I thought first what we could have done, that's why I've been very, very critical about consistency in making this kind of decisions. The least we could have done was to allow VAR to have a review on this. Because what if Hakimi just slipped? You know what I'm saying? And so for me, it's very subjective to say he was overpowered, you know. So that's where I have a bit of a problem when both hands were extended, but we could not have an opportunity to review this moment. But what gives me comfort was the positioning of the referee and the moment where he could also blow, because I felt he was very close to the action, but I still felt that we needed a review in that situation.
When did he blow, Ma'a?
He blows before the ball goes in the back of the net. He doesn't allow for full play to continue.
Okay.
So you're not going to be able to see it there. We're going to go to the previous one just before this.
Okay.
See there, obviously, you know, Hakimi turns his back and he still gets a bit of a push there. So that is seen. But see there, so watch this moment carefully as it goes through. You'll see him, see there. He's blown already there. The ball doesn't hit the back of the net. So which brings the question then, Davik. Was he premature in blowing the whistle? Should he have left play go on, let the goal go in, and then perhaps depend on VAR to change the on-field decision or make a different decision?
In this situation, there's holding. So an offense has been committed, and holding and a push as well. Because at the end, when Sek finishes him off, he pushes him down with power and force. So that's where severity comes in. So now the referee has seen two offenses, but he decided to punish, or not, the most serious one is the push by the attacker. Hence, he awarded a free kick.
Jean-Jacques Ngambondala made the right decision in that instance then. Are we happy with that?
If we had turned the tables, let's say in that push, and then Osek goes down, because he's being pushed by do you think a penalty would have been awarded?
Two situations here, Coach. If both of them are pushing,
they're in a tussle.
Yes.
I wanted the same picture.
Yeah.
But then the one who goes on the ground should actually be the transgressor, Kube Usek, and not to Hakimi. What would you then have made?
Now that's when Doc comes in and say VAR will also check possible penalty.
But again,
But if there's a push,
in this instance,
yeah,
I'm just looking at it differently.
yeah,
I'm just looking at the size of the two players. Because the Sek was bigger than Hakimi, then obviously he will be seen as somebody who put more force. But I'm looking at the same thing in the view of what Coach Steve is saying. That if it was in Hakimi and a Sadio Mane,
Okay.
and the same
Whereas
thing
one
happens,
is smaller, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
and the same thing happens, what could the decision be?
Sadio Mane goes down.
Let's say Sadio Mane heads the ball the same way,
Okay.
but he cools down.
Okay.
yeah. All I can say, they are all big. Hakim is big, Sek is big, and then we referee what we see. What we see is what will blow. The what if will come after
That's the last
what
point.
if.
That's the last point for me, Dr. Vic. If you look at the incident, that's why it's a little bit, like for me, subjective. Hakimi doesn't even look at the ball. You know? The player wants to attack the ball. So in this case, the person who's impeding the other, it's Hakimi, because he's not even looking at the ball. If you look at it, I mean, he's not even interested to look what's happening. His concern, if you look at it, his concern is this player. And sometimes, the law sometimes, I know maybe for the offside, is that you have to give the offensive player or the offensive team
benefit.
You know, look at the picture there. You know, Hakimi could have gone in front to play the ball, you know, but he's involved in the tussle, and this player wants to attack the ball.
Yeah. He is blocking this player from...
He's blocking this player. You see there.
He's not...
He's looking at him. He's not even looking at the ball.
Does that matter, Tavik, in the decision-making of this particular incident?
When a player comes to you, if you don't look at him, he will put you down. So you have to look for protection as well.
But who's
it's normal movement in football.
But who's impeding?
No, both of them have committed an offense. This is what we see, which is holding an offense and pushing. So now the law guides us in terms of the referee will punish the most serious offense in this situation.
Right, let's move on from this one.
Yeah.
Then the second one, which leads to the penalty, which then leads to the drama that we then saw after that. Was that rightfully a penalty?
Let's go to Itmaa and look at the holding offense inside the penalty area. We see Diouf there holding Udias and pulling him down. So clearly here, I don't understand why Senegal wants to leave the field of play for this offense, because this is clear holding. Penalty should be awarded, and penalty was awarded. Correct decision by Jean-Jacques Ndala to award the penalty. Angazi Senegal bakhala ngani hisilo tsakutsatseka.
Let's go back to it. If you can go to the moment there, if you can just take it back a little bit. Let's get to the moment when we see Diaz in front of him there, right? So look at Diaz's right hand, which is what Coach Mangoba was at length to say. Look at his right hand. So obviously he needs to go in front of him in order to hit the ball. In trying to go in front of him, you saw the right hand that is stopping him. How is there any offense committed by the right hand? Go back a little bit more. Go back a little bit more. A little bit more there. A little bit more. You'll see the hand. There it is. There it is. See, you can even see the hand from behind.
Oh, from behind.
Because he's stopping him from moving forward. What then in that matter?
And maybe
Holding.
maybe to add on this, because that holding and the holding of Diouf are both wrong. They are fouling each other. And now this one who is attacking benefits.
Right, let's go to holding. Holding is very clear, and I'm happy that we have educators here. Holding must have an impact. Here, there's no impact. It's just holding. No impact at all. Let's go to this impact. Now, this holding, impact. He pulls him down. So he's now preventing him from playing the ball. So the English here, for us, it's clear.
No, but Davik, I do not want to agree on the impact, because that hand is trying to make sure that Diouf does not go in front of him.
Unfortunately, the law does not agree with you totally. The law says players hold each other during corner kicks, but we need to punish the one with impact that will prevent. So this does not prevent. It's holding, yes, but we must wait for prevention. When there's prevention, that's where impact comes in. That's where we punish. They will hold each other. There's no way in which they can't hold one another. But we need to wait for that impact. When impact comes in, the player was prevented, the referee will blow the whistle for impact, and then a free kick will be awarded.